What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. The channel where we are taking your requests all day, every day. So if you guys have a request, definitely drop it down in the comment section, man. Taking one request per video uploaded. So definitely make sure it's on one of the more recent videos. But today's request comes from one person in specific. Cool Boy 123 wants to see a Mercedes G-Wagon with the 6 exhaust tips, man. Now, the reason that I chose this build, one, because I did say in the last couple weeks, man, that I just been trying to get them oddball, random builds out of the way. Well, not really out of the way, trying to actually get to them, man, because with all the, you know, YouTuber requests and the GTRs and the Miatas and the typical stuff that YouTubers build and do vlogs with, I wanted to get to builds like this one that, you know, not everybody's gonna be asking to see. So I think this one is going to be a very dope build here. I'm going to just start out in this kind of silvery looking color here, buy it up, and I guess get started with the build, man. So as always, if you guys are new to the channel, man, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you guys are repeat offenders and want to see more, man, definitely don't forget to click that like button and head on over to the Facebook page. Like I say, gonna be doing a giveaway once that reaches 1,000 likes, and I'll probably do one at 500 likes too, man. Moving kind of slow, guys. Get on over there, man, if you guys want free Forza Horizon 3 credits. If you guys don't care, then I guess keep it locked here on YouTube, man. So right off of the bat, what I think we need to do, what I know we need to do, is jump into the custom upgrade section of the game. Now, this is an all-wheel drive SUV. I'm going to go with a rear-wheel drive conversion on here, man. I kind of want to make this thing a little bit of a street/drift missile, and I think it's really going to be quite capable. Since you guys saw, we started out in that C63. That was a beast, man, so I'm almost positive that this thing is going to be an absolute monster. Now, for some reason, I kind of like this Heyman street front bumper, so I'm going to go ahead and install that. As far as the rear end goes, I kind of like the tire on there, man, not going to lie. So we're going to go ahead and leave that the way that it is. Rear bumper is looking like some sort of a skirt package, which I can't say I'm a fan of. I don't mind those little, makes it look a little more rugged, I guess. Oh, we missed the hood, ladies and gentlemen. And the hood lights with the little, we can pass on those. Where exactly did those exhaust tips come with? The rear end? Yeah, those came with the rear. Okay, I see you. I see you, Mercedes. Very sneaky. So next up, obviously, we're going to throw on a, you got a stock tire compound or an off-road tire compound. Kind of bummed out they didn't give us a street, like, race tire compound to play around with. I just don't like the look. Like, when I'm trying to go for a street look, I don't like the look of these big, meaty tires. But we'll see if maybe bigging up the wheel size can help that out a little bit. Now, G-Wagons, obviously, very flossing, very ballin'. So this thing's going to need a nice set of chrome wheels here. I'm just going to skim through a couple of options here until I find something that I like. Now, for some reason, I like these 5 spokes, the HREs, P107. The HREs seem to be the wheel of the week, to be honest. I think I put this on about probably 4 out of the 7, maybe even 5 out of the 7 builds. Not this specific wheel, but a type of HRE. But I just think they look very nice on this truck. And I might even put on a little bit more of a polished paint job on those things. Wish they would go a little bit bigger, though, man. To be honest, this truck definitely deserves a bigger wheel, especially considering we're going to be pretty much making this thing a street truck by the end of it. Now, as far as the brakes go, we are definitely going to upgrade those. Look at that. We go from lighter silver to, like, very dark. The dark ones almost look like they're cheaper than the originals, man. But we're going to keep it moving. I guess they got to be better. Let's see, anti-roll bars here. As far as the weight reduction goes, I got a feeling this thing is very heavy. So I'm just going to do a little bit of weight reduction just because. Now, as far as the engine goes, I don't want to get too crazy. We're already rocking with a big bi-turbo engine here. So I don't want to like go overboard. I want this thing to be controllable and I want it to be driftable. You guys saw that we went with a rear wheel drive setup. So it's not all-wheel drive. It's not going to be something you're going to be able to drag with. It's going to go out and whoop all types of ass. But I'm hoping that it's something that I can take to the drift track, you know, the little parking lot where people drift at, and maybe get sideways a little bit with a couple cars that typically wouldn't expect this type of truck to be out there drifting with them, right? So, you know, maybe surprise a few people, I guess you could say. So right off the bat, what I want to do is lower the front. The back looks pretty good. The front I do want to rake down just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Camber just a touch, nothing too crazy. I want to keep a relatively square setup on this thing. Once you start cambering in big trucks like this, just looks a little bit too goofy for my liking. Now next up, or I should say last but not least really, because this is the final step to everything, is painting this. Now we did go with this very nice silver, but I think this thing deserves a little bit more of a rugged paint setup. Now, you know, if we were in Hollywood building some sort of, you know, truck for driving up and down Hollywood Boulevard, we might go with a very bright color like this. But I think because this is a very military style truck, really hasn't changed since the military's used it way back when. Matte carbon fiber, dare I say? What do you guys think, man? That matte carbon fiber, I don't know, man. Maybe we'll get a little bit creative. I know the matte black on these G-Wagons, very common. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we got here as far as paint colors? I like the silver, but I wouldn't mind having like a somewhat of a gunmetal. Let's see here. Like here, but maybe just a touch darker. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice right there. Let's go ahead and add that on there. Now we did say that, well, I said, when I say we, I said, I mean me, really. I wanted to have a nice polished wheel on here, so let me just see what this is gonna look like real quick. Kind of liking that. Kind of like we're doing a week of chrome too. It seems like, I don't know what it is. Maybe like the matte. No. Let's do the polished dark. What is that? Steel polish. Maybe that'll look pretty nice, man. Should we do steel polished or aluminum polished? Or black? Or the blacked out G-Wagon, man. I don't know. I guess we'll do it murdered out, man. We've done a lot of chrome wheels this week. I guess we're going to murder this G-Wagon out. Even though there's a lot of chrome on the truck itself, I think with the black wheels, this is going to be a nice little touch, man. So obviously, last but not least, the only thing left to do is take this thing out on the street and see what it is all about. As you can see, that front end dropped quite a bit. Bi-turbo V8 in here. This thing sounds like a Lamborghini, man. Lots of turbo lag there in first gear. Seems like it's struggling to drift there at the low RPMs. Whoa. Yeah, we may have to put a little bit more towards the acceleration here as far as the gearing goes in order to get my dreams of this thing being a drifter a reality. But let's see here, a little bit more to the acceleration. Yeah, I think that might help us a little bit. Didn't help anything from the 0 to 100, but maybe that'll help the torque as we're trying to launch here. Let's see. Yeah, helps the wheels spin just a little bit better. I think what the real issue with this thing is the fact that it's such a heavy truck. And even though you have a lot of power to those rear wheels, the fact that pretty much if you look at the side of this truck, like, you know, it's pretty much at the door handle would be the very center of this truck. So a good majority of the weight is actually over those back wheels, man. So actually not too bad with that minor adjustment that we made. It just seems like the RPMs, like when you let off the gas or do like an e-brake, the RPMs drop extremely quick. Very hard to maintain the RPM at such a high red line. You're either redlining it or you're in second and not spinning tires. So this thing might need a little bit more work as far as the drifting aspect of it goes. Let's see how fast it'll go. Definitely looks proper. Sounds mean. Obviously me driving on the wrong side of the road again. Never fails. Where the hell are we going here? Let's get out of this little section. Damn roundabouts. Yeah, it really, this truck doesn't want to spin. It's very happy with grip. And I have a feeling if we were to get this thing out on a straight, because it's a BMW, oh my God, are you guys kidding me? All right, we need to make something happen here. I'm just driving around in circles here. Yeah, I think with this thing being a Mercedes, I think it'll actually be really good up until its top speed, because the vehicle, this thing's got a lot of pull, but it's geared so well that it doesn't want to spin, you know what I mean? So I think it'll have no problem hitting its actual top speed. Let's just see if we can not hit anybody. Maintain some decent speed around these corners too. Into sixth. As you can see, in sixth gear even, pulling quite nicely. Yeah, this thing could definitely use a little bit more power. But for just a cruiser, it's not bad, man. Don't think it's going to be much as far as a drifter goes. Oh, man, she's just about topped out at 256 kilometers an hour. That's not good, ladies and gentlemen. To be 100% honest, I expected a little bit more from this truck. Don't even think that I looked at, like, did it even have an engine conversion option? I don't think it did. Would have checked it out, but you would think that this engine would be, I mean, it's a bi-turbo. What is this, a V8? What's that say on the side there? Let me just get a little close up of this one. If this is, it could be a V12, because I did say it sounded like a Lambo. V12, so it's a V12 bi-turbo, and it's not that impressive, man. It's really not. I'd like to see the V8 from the C63 in this thing. I think it would make a hell of a lot more difference. That C63 that we started in was an absolute monster. Probably one of my favorite drift cars in this entire game. And I'm a Nissan fan, man, so that's definitely saying a lot. I don't know, this thing just not really cutting it for me, but I mean, it looks good, so we might as well pull off to the side here and take a couple, couple shots for our thumbnail photo shoot, I guess you could say, whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, man. We're gonna take a screenshot for the thumbnail. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds impressive. Sounds like a Lamborghini when you're revving it from a dead stop. You know, but it just doesn't perform the way that it sounds, unfortunately. So word to the wise, if you guys are planning on getting one of these cars, definitely maybe max it out, man. Couldn't hurt. But I'm thinking we are probably gonna put an end to this video. This thing's looking like a beast, man. I don't want to get too low on it, because I want to get them nice lines on the hood. Yit, yit. Looking like a monster, man. So as always, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more. And you are not subscribed yet, definitely hit the subscribe button, because, I mean, what else would you do if you liked the video? hit subscribe. Maybe check out the channel, see some more videos, man. So as always, man, I'm thinking we're probably going to put a for real end to this video. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Oh, my God.